Welcome to St. Michael's Academy Betia's e-learning class of English Grammar of class 4. So today we are going to learn chapter 1 sentences. In this video, we will do the explanation work and book work of this chapter.
So the first chapter is sentences. Now first we will see what is sentence. Sentence is a group of words that makes a complete sense. There are three characteristics of sentences. First is complete thought, second subject and verb combination, and third is meaning. So here first we will see all the three characteristics one by one. So example, so here you can see a sentence. Blue sky is dark. Is it convey any meaning? No. It has no meaning in it. So we will arrange it first. The sky is blue. Now it is telling us about the color of the sky is blue. So it has a meaning. Now second one, subject and a verb combination. Now here you can see the example, put the book here. As you know, verb is very important in every sentence. Without verb, it is incomplete. Subject may or may not be there. So in this example, the book, put the book here. Put is the verb here and we assume that you is the subject. Now the third one, meaning. So you can see here meaning. Meaning is also very important. Without meaning a sentence is complete and every sentence has a different meaning. It can be command, exclamation, statement or question. Now there are kinds of sentences. First one is assertive sentences. A sentence that asserts or declares something is called assertive or declarative sentences. So, in this we can see that an assertive sentence or declarative sentence always ends with a full stop. I am telling you again that a declarative sentence or assertive sentence always ends with a full stop. For example, a dog is man's best friend. Here it is conveying that a man is the best friend of the dog. Second one, the sandwich is very tasty. Here it is telling us that the sandwich is tasty. She is a beautiful girl. It is telling that the girl is very beautiful. Here you can see that we have put full stop in every sentence. Now second one is interrogative sentences. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Why it ends with a question mark? Because we ask a question in it. For example, who are you? Where is my book? How are you? Will you be my friend? In all the sentences you can see there is a question mark in it. And in every sentence we ask questions. Now the third one, exclamatory sentences. A sentence that portrays the strong emotions of the speaker is called an exclamatory sentence. In this sentence we tell about the emotion that we are happy, sad, surprised. And in exclamatory sentences ends with an exclamation mark. Now example, that is a huge fish. The person is very surprised that the fish is very huge. What a beautiful day. The person is very happy to see the order to sit quietly. Please lend me your book. Here it is a request to lend me your book. So in the third one, let's play a game. She or he requesting to play a game. Now we have seen the kinds of sentences. Now we see the parts of the sentences. There are two parts of the sentences, subject and predicate. The first one we will see the subject. Now subject is a person or thing that the sentence is about. This person or thing is doing something in the sentence. So first we will figure out the verb, and after that we will see who and what is doing that action. So you can see in the first example, she took a shower. So first we will see the verb. So here took is the verb. Then we will ask ourselves who and what took the shower. So in this case it is a person. So she is the subject. Now the second example, he ate all the cake. Here first we will see the verb. So here ate is the verb. Now we will ask who is doing the action, or simply who ate the cake. We are asking question here, who ate the cake? So in this case it is a person. So he is the subject here. Now the second one will be predicate. The predicate is what is being said about the speaker. In other words, it describes what is happening or what the subject is doing. Sandra draws a picture. So here draws will be the verb, Sandra will be the subject, and the rest of the sentence will be predicate, because in predicate what predicate tell us about? That what Sandra is doing, Sandra draw a picture. Remember, predicate always contain a verb. Now let's find the subject and predicate. We will do some exercise. First one, Bob is a footballer. Bob will be subject, is a footballer will be predicate. Second one, the little tree was covered with snow. The little tree will be subject, was covered with snow. And here was is verb. My friend and I won the match. My friend and I will be subject, won verb, and won the match will be the predicate. Fourth one, there goes the teacher. The teacher here will be the subject, there goes will be predicate. Now fifth one, on the way I met an old beggar. I will be the subject, and on the way I met an beggar will be predicate. Thank you.
Now we will do the book work. Question A. Add suitable words to the following sets of words to make complete sentences. In this, what we have to do, we have to make the sentences like they are dash, they are playing cricket. Likewise, all have done for you. Question B. Arun and Geeta are talking about a park in the neighborhood. Complete their conversation with suitable sentences. So there is a conversation between Arun and Geeta, and what we have to do, we have to complete their conversation. It has been done in the book. You can see it. Read these sentences carefully. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. The first one has done for you. So in these sentences, what you have to do, you have to circle the subject and underline the predicate. Like example, first one, tomorrow is a holiday. So tomorrow is a subject, is a holiday is predicate. Likewise, all has been done for you. Now question D. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct subject from the bracket. In the bracket there are two words given. you have to choose the correct one. First one, the dash were playing in the ground. Here they are talking about more than one child. So there will be children. So likewise, all the answers has been given in the book. Question number E. Fill in the blanks with appropriate predicate. You have to write the predicate in the blanks. First one, the hunter dash. The hunter is searching animals for hunting. You have to make own sentences here. F. Match the subjects under column A with the predicate under column B. So in column A, subject is given. In column B, predicate is given. What you have to do, you have to match with the correct answers. Rearrange these words to make assertive sentence. So first, you have to rearrange the words and make a meaningful sentence. Now it is mentioned there assertive sentence, and you know that in assertive sentence we put full stop. So in the first one you can see cake Robin A bakes icing with chocolate. Now rearrange it. Robin bakes a chocolate cake with icing, and we have put full stop here. H. Rearrange these words to make question. The first one has been done for you. What you have to do, you have to rearrange it and you have to make an integrative sentence, means you have to ask question and put question mark there. So in the first one, elephant run away did why the. It is unarranged sentence. We have to make it arranged. Why did the elephant run away? So here you have to make in a question form. So I have made it in a question form and I have put question mark there. Add one word to each group of words to make questions. Rewrite them. Don't forget to add question mark. Number 1. What Puneet doing? What is Puneet doing? So here we added in the first question is. There is one word is missing in every sentence. So we have to see which word is missed in that sentence and we have to put it there. J. Write the question of these answers. The first one has been done for you. The statement is given and we have to ask question from it. First one, they live in Tokyo. Where do they live? They live in Tokyo. Likewise, you have to make questions from these answers. K. Use the following phrases to form imperative sentence. You know in imperative sentence there is an order, advice, suggestion. So in imperative we have to make it an imperative sentences. First one, please do your work on time. So here please do is a request. That's why we have to write the sentences in the request and we have to put full stop in it. L. Use exclamatory sentences suitable for the following occasions. So occasions have been given. What we have to do, we have to make exclamatory sentences. First one, when you wish to appreciate someone's dress. Wow, that is beautiful. M. Rewrite these sentences using capital letter when needed. You have to rewrite the sentence and you have to use the capital letter wherever it is needed. First one, have you seen Neha today? We have used H capital letter in have and Neha in capital letter in it. Homework for you. I have done all the book work in this video. What you have to do, you have to write down in your book all these. I hope you understood the chapter and the book work. Thank you.